Let's go on a journey to remember and reclaim the power that has always been inside of you, your feminine factor. The power of your feminine energy, the power of your emotions, the power of your creator being. And it's time to drop all the bullshit that's out there in the spiritual community and really get connected to the truth of who you are and what you're capable of creating. Are you ready to remember? Let's go on a journey. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2. I am your host, Deanna Lynn, and welcome to my channel if you are new. I'm excited to have you here. So in this episode, I'm going to share a real life experience with you as I embody the feminine factor and, do the journey before you so that I can help guide you on the journey. And so in this episode, I'm going to be diving into the difference between the masculine and the feminine energy and just, how it shows up in your life and how that masculine energy, when it is, I'm going to say immature, how it actually stops you from embodying your feminine factor, your feminine power. So let's have some fun and go on this journey today. Have you ever felt like you can't actually have what you want or what you need unless you make it happen, unless you control your surroundings, your world to make the things happen? That's a story that I caught myself in just the other day. And it was so powerful because, as I mentioned, I'm here on this journey. I received this feminine factor program, teaching, whatever you want to call it. And I need to begin to embody that for me to help you embody your feminine factor. And so I'll be receiving these messages, these teachings, these experiences along the way as I really begin to fully embody my feminine energy. And so recently, some very scary things happened in my life that were completely out of my control. Things that have stopped me from doing the things that I've wanted to do or felt like I needed to do to have the things that I need, to have the things that I want in my life. And it really made me angry and it really made me frustrated. And as I received this powerful message just the other day, as things continued to get more and more out of my control, I realized that these things technically being out of my control were actually like a representation of the feminine energy. The feminine energy is always moving. It's always changing. It's always flowing. It's never the same in the moment. And the masculine energy, if it's very immature, which most of the masculine energy, the highest percentage of masculine energy on this planet is very immature. And we are here to evolve it and help to have it step into its maturity. I realize that my need to control the moment so I can have what I want and what I need was a very immature masculine energy. And it had me really just see the masculine and the feminine energy so strongly, and how the masculine energy is always trying to control the feminine energy because it feels like it can't have what it needs. When the feminine is so considered out of control. And it was like, wow, this is so powerful. But let's look at the belief that's underneath it. Like, why can't I have what I want and what I need when things are flowing, when things are out of my control, when things are uncertain? That's a belief system that needs to be restructured. Because what I'm learning and discovering about the feminine energy, it is so powerful. The flow of it is what makes it so attractive and brings the things to the feminine. And if you're trying to control things in your life all the time, you're not in your feminine energy, and you're actually stagnating your energy, and you're not allowing things to flow to you. And so this was such a powerful lesson for me, because just recently, my poor little fur baby has been experiencing some really scary health conditions. He's been having seizures. He's been having them for about a year, but they've been getting worse. And it's got to the point where, he had 4 within I think a 2-hour period, and I took him right to the vet, and they kept him for the day. And then when he came home, he was all hopped up on drugs, and just totally out of it. And that sort of began my wow, I'm trying to control my life and my situation. And there's this beautiful soul that's right here that needs me to be taking care of him 24/7. And in the past, it was I'm so frustrated. Why is this happening to him? Why is this happening to me? There's things I need to do. I need to take care of my own health and well-being. I need to be building my business. I just received this amazing, download of the feminine factor, and I need to bring this out into the world. Why is this happening? This is all getting in the way of this. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is me embodying the feminine factor. This is me really understanding the polarities of the masculine and the feminine energy, and how they either work together synergistically or how they work against each other. And so me being in this, I need to control everything in my life, and then things are coming into my life that are totally not supporting what I'm trying to create, so I believed. That was my masculine and feminine energy, fighting against each other and not working together. And when I had that realization, I was like, I'm fighting with the flow of life, the flow of the feminine that is always changing and always moving. It hit me like a ton of bricks. It was why can't I have all the things I want? Why can't I do all the things I want to do when things aren't going the way that I see that they need to go in my life to have the things that I want in my life? And it was oh my gosh, this is so mind-blowing. And it had me really sit into the power of the feminine. Because why would that actually be fair? If you had to have absolute control over your life and everything happening for you to have what you want. That is such a huge programming that's out there in the world. You can't flow with life and the uncertainty of life and have what you want. That's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. And it's time to really understand how powerful the feminine is. That you get to create your reality. So instead of me trying to force things in my life, it's looking at how do I actually get myself to know that I deserve to have all those things just because I'm breathing, just because I am me. And that the circumstances in my life, the life experiences that are flowing into my life are not stopping me from having those things. My thoughts that I can't have them when I'm out of control is what's stopping those things from coming into my life. And that was just such a powerful moment. Like, I get to program my own reality. I get to say how it goes. I get to say that when I am being this loving, compassionate, nurturing dog parent for my beautiful fur baby, that I still get to receive all the things that I desire. My business gets to boom. I get to have money flowing in. I get to have clients. I get to be receiving these powerful messages of the feminine factor that I get to share with you, right? That it doesn't have to be hard. That me sharing this podcast was completely in flow, this episode. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. with my dog whining, and I knew, even though I'm so tired, I need to get up with him and really cater to his needs. And so I took him out to go to the bathroom. I fed him his food. I fed him his medication. And I was like, okay, we can go back to bed. No, we couldn't go back to bed. I took him back outside again. And he literally was just like sprinting back and forth in the yard. And I'm like, uh-oh, this is a sign. This is what happened the last time he was going to have a seizure. Okay, he really needs me right now. I'm not going back to sleep. I'm okay. I don't need to sleep. I had enough sleep already. And I was like, all right, 6:30 in the morning, I'm taking him for a long walk in the forest. And then I'm walking in the forest, really just being with him. And then this flows through me. Do this beautiful podcast episode, because you're not the only one that is experiencing this feeling of I need to control everything in my life to have the things that I need. And so I came back and I put him in the house, and I created a space for me to come in here for, 15, 20 minutes and record this for you. Now that's living in flow, right? Instead of me going and planning, I need to do this podcast episode this day, and then all of a sudden my dog has a seizure and I need to cater to him. And then I'm so angry and I'm so frustrated because I can't do the things that I want to do, the things that I feel like I need to do to build my business, to get this out there. That was the last 2 months for me, as I've been really trying to figure out the flow with him and I, with this new way that our life is. And there was a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, taking it out on him. And that was not fair, because I had this belief that I couldn't have what I wanted because things were so uncertain in my life. And then what did that bring out in me? It brought more anger and frustration. I felt guilty. I felt bad for that. I was blaming him for not being able to do the things that I wanted to do. And this is all love. This is all compassion. This is all reflection, right? We all go through these stages on our journey of everything that we're learning, and it's absolutely beautiful. And things really began to shift in the relationship between us. I was really able to begin to tap into what he needed through my intuition when I was beginning to flow with what was going on in my life. So I just wanted to share this piece with you, that you get to have what you want, even when things aren't going the way that you think they should be going. You actually get to have what you want more, and it gets to be so easy when you're in the flow. When you're in the flow with life and what shows up for you. And, maybe you don't have a dog that needs your 24-hour care. Maybe you have other things. You're a caregiver in other ways, or you just have other things in your life that seem to be out of your control. Try to really sit in the space of, you get to have what you want because you are breathing. You get to have what you want because you say you get to have what you want when all these things are happening. And a lot of times we try to do a lot of things that we don't need to do, because we programmed our reality to tell us that, let me just use my example of business. I need to post on social media every single day. I need to be putting offers out every single day. I need to be sharing wisdom every single day. I need to be creating these epic things and selling them every single day. I need to let the world know that I am here to coach them every single day. Or the clients aren't going to come in, the money isn't going to come in, the business is not going to grow and expand. That is bullshit. I get to receive those things because I'm breathing. I get to say that the way that I do business is the way that I do business. I get to just share my life experiences with you, and you learn from that. And that people are attracted to me because of who I'm being, and they want to be in my energy and they want to work with me because who I'm being. And that's the beautiful thing. None of this, I got to do blah, 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 blah to have what I want. I get to have what I want because I'm breathing. I get to have what I want because I say I get to have what I want. You see the distinction and how powerful that is? It feels so much lighter. It feels so much more in flow. It feels so much easier. It actually takes all that pressure off that I had put on myself of needing to be there for Freddie. But I needed to be there building my business. I get to have it all. I get to do both. And that is the most beautiful thing. So if you're vibing with this and you want to know more, just keep listening to my podcast, because I'm going to be sharing all these epic things that I'm receiving to help me help you embody your feminine factor. So thank you so much for listening, and I just want you to know that you've got this. You can do this. You can have it all. And if I can do it, you can do it too, okay? You're not different. Your life circumstances, yes, they're different, but the teaching is still relevant to everyone who is listening to this, okay? So again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of this experience. I'm grateful to have you here, and I look forward to sharing some more amazing things with you in the next episode. If you're feeling the pull to embody your feminine factor and you're feeling the vibe that you want me to lead you into that embodiment, then just reach out. Contact information's in the show notes. And I do have my upcoming program beta launch for the Feminine Factor program starting on April 22nd. You can check out all the information on my website. And until the next time, please remember how powerful you are.